Hey everybody and welcome to this video. I'm Minxlaura123 and in this video I'm going to be having a little rant. Yes, it's time for Minxie to get angry again. Rah! That was my angry look. Anyway, so what I'm going to be ranting about is politics and Facebook. Okay, so it really winds me up. Okay, so basically in the United Kingdom soon we are having a general election. Okay, now this is a very important thing, I think, to have an election. Everyone's got views, everyone's got opinions, and it's great that people vote. I'm going to be voting, and especially as a woman I think it's very important that we vote, as women, because of all what women went through years ago, to actually give us the chance these days to vote. So definitely going to vote. And it's a big thing. People get very emotional, they get very opinionated, and they've got their views and their opinions, and I think that's great. I think it's great to debate. I think it's great to have difference of opinion, and even if you don't agree with someone, that's cool, because you've got your own mind and your own choices to make, and you go and vote, you do your thing, etc. So what I'm ranting about is Facebook. Okay, so here's what happened, and I really don't mean this disrespectful to the girl that I'm doing this video. I'm not doing it about her, but she kind of got it in my mind, and then I've been seeing it a lot lately as well, so it's kind of like she was the person who kind of started it in my mind and gave me the idea to do this video. But it's just not it's not just her, other people, loads of people have been doing it on Facebook as well. So I don't want it to feel like a personal thing against this girl, because she's, in the past, she's been really lovely to me. I've been lovely to her. She's a viewer of my other channel. I've even done a video with her, so she's a lovely girl. However, something she'd done, and others do on Facebook and other forms of social media, really piss me off. By the way, I will be swearing in this video. I just want to warn you. I know some people they don't like swearing, and I apologise to you. If you don't like swearing, maybe don't watch this video. But I'm an adult and this is my vlog channel, and when I get emotional I do swear. I'll try not to swear too much out of respect, but if the odd word pops out, there you go. I did kind of warn you as such that I might swear, but I'll try not to. But anyway, it's not about swearing, it's about politics, this video, so I'm going to get on. Also, it's not just this girl, it's actually, come to thinking about it, it's this guy on Twitter as well. So, it's not just Facebook, it's Twitter as well that have wound me up lately with politics stress. The only the only social media that I've got that hasn't wound me up concerning politics is actually Instagram. Instagram never winds me up. I love Instagram so much. You put your photos on, you get likes and comments, and you like other people's photos and comment theirs, and you make new friends. Love Instagram, nothing but love for Instagram. But Facebook and Twitter, people are so opinionated. Everyone thinks they know what's right and wrong, etc. Which I've got no problem with at all. As I say, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I'm very opinionated, and I will get kind of involved on Twitter and Facebook and comment and stuff like that. So I'm not perfect, okay? But this is my problem. This is my problem. So this girl, basically, I was going through my newsfeed on Facebook, like you do, and this girl had put a comment, sorry, not a comment, put a status saying something about, I'm not going to say this certain word, because even though I don't mind swearing, this word is for me the worst swear word. I think a lot of people think that. So I'm just going to kind of spell it out, I'm not going to say it, okay? So she basically put in her status something like, if you don't vote Labour, you're a cunt, okay? If you vote anyone else but Labour, you are a, okay? So I was reading it, I was like, whoa, that's really disrespectful, really rude. And then it just went, I was looking at the comments, and she was proper going for people, you shouldn't vote this, you shouldn't vote that. Oh, you're a this, I'm going to delete anyone who doesn't vote Labour, you're going. And I was like, whoa. And so I just kind of wrote on there saying, look, I'm not voting Labour. I'll be honest with you, I'm not voting Labour. I don't like Labour, for me personally. So does that mean I'm a cunt? And she was really sweet, no, not you. I like you. You're okay, I'm just thinking, well, what about all the other people you've just called a CUNT and said that you're going to block? They're your friends, you know, whether it be in real life or online. So what, I'm okay, but they're not. Like, I just don't get the mentality of someone like that who, if you don't vote and agree with what they like, they're not going to be your friend. They don't want you. Unless you're certain people, then it's okay. Well, it's not okay. Look, I'm not going to go into my political views because I've never talked about politics on my YouTube channels. And if I have, it's only ever been like a little slip up when, you know, I've been on a live show and I've just... But in general, I tend not to talk about my political views or force it upon other people. I do have my views and my opinions. But the thing about me, I respect. And that's the word here. I respect other people's views, you know. I mean, in my family, my dad has always been a Labour voter. And he's not going to be now, by the way, because he can't stand Jeremy Corbyn. But for all them years and years and years, he was a Labour supporter. And he's not going to be now. But, you know, even the years when he was, like, we disagreed over certain things. And it's kind of nice to have that debate, like, oh, what about this? And what about that? There's no animosity, there's no anger, there's no disrespect. You just have a nice debate, you know, and that's it. Like, I've got a lot of friends who, you know, don't like this or do like this or don't like that. I just respect everyone. Do you know what I mean? If you've got, you know, I've got a lot of viewers who are Labour supporters, and I know that because on their Facebook you'll see the little profile of I'm voting Labour, I'm with Corbyn, and that's cool. Do you know, because that's your opinion, that's who you feel that, you know, is good for you, and that's what you believe in, and that's fantastic. And if you want to show your, you know, support for Labour by having a picture with Labour on it on your profile, that's cool. Like, so I've got no problem with it, and it's nice to know that, you know, people are voting and taking it seriously and getting involved and all that. I love that. But I'd never, for me personally, I'd never say, oh, well, you don't believe what I believe, so I'm just going to call you a CUNT and just fuck off my Facebook. Don't be my friend. I don't care if I've known you for years and how nice a person you've been to me in the past, but because you don't like who I like, see you later. That's just so wrong. Like, seriously, to me anyway. Once again, as I say, this is just my opinion. We're all entitled to our own opinions. I believe in free speech. I believe you should be able to say what you want. And you know, people can disagree or they can agree, and that's that. But then there's another guy, as I say, a guy on Twitter who just like, this is the other thing I hate, when they kind of, if you don't agree with something, if you don't agree with what they've said, they kind of turn nasty to you, and they kind of talk down to you. Now, I'm not being disrespectful, I promise, right? But I'm 37 years of age. Okay, now I might not act it, I might not look it. Well, some days I look older than others, but I might not act it. Okay, I'm a big kid. I'm very mature at times, okay? I get in there first before you think it. But at the end of the day, I'm 37. I've been through a lot in my life. And, you know, and to have someone who's a lot younger telling you that you haven't read all the facts, you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, whoa, hold on. I'm nearly 40, mate. Don't tell me what I don't know. You don't even know what I know. And that's the thing. I had it on Facebook as well this week regarding something else, like, you know, something like, you need to read more, you don't know all the facts. How do you know what I know? How do you know my knowledge? How do you know the information that I've got? What makes you better than me? How do you know all this stuff and I don't? And I do find it worse, if I'm honest, when someone's a lot younger than me and they're telling me I don't know anything. Like, not saying that younger people aren't intelligent, they're not bright, and they do read up and study and find out about politics. Of course they are, you know, and they're great. A lot of young people who are into politics I have so much respect for, because they want to find out and they want to get involved. But when they kind of talk to someone who is a bit older, like they don't know anything, they talk to you like you're 8 years old or something, you don't know nothing. And I'm thinking, sweetheart, I was born before you, okay? I was here and you weren't even popped out yet. That's what annoys me. Like, it's just so infuriating. And it doesn't even matter about age. It's just anyone telling me to go and read stuff, go and find this out, watch this, watch that. You're completely wrong. I just find it really infuriating, and I do find the fact that if you don't agree with someone else's opinion, they don't want to be your friends, is ridiculous. You know, I had the same thing with the whole Brexit thing. You know, people who had been, you know, lifelong friends or friends for a long while, families, partners, you know, instead of just saying, let's agree to disagree. Okay, you think that, that's cool. I think this, that's cool. They just row, they get nasty, they get bitter, they get, you know, they start calling you this, calling you that. If you don't vote this, you're that. If you say this, you're this. Don't label everyone. And that's the thing which annoys me as well, because like when like they think something, they're like, oh, you know, we should all have freedom of speech, we should say what we feel. But the minute you say something they don't like, they're on you. You shouldn't say this, you're this, you're... Now, you know, I'm not going to say how I'm voting, okay? You can make assumptions, you know, if you follow me on Twitter and stuff, or Facebook, you might have got ideas how I vote, how my political views is, but you know what, that's my personal choice. And there's things about each party that I do, believe it or not, each party has something that I kind of get, you know, there's something I've seen in each party that I think, actually, that's quite a good idea, or, oh, actually, I agree with that. And, you know, in turn, there's stuff that the party that I do support, sounds like a football club I support, but the party I do want, they have things I think, oh my God, that's terrible. You shouldn't be doing that. I don't agree with this. But you have to think, well, I'd rather all this and a few bad things than this. And, you know, to me, it is about the leadership. It is about the person who's running the party. And do you want them? Do you really want them as your leader for your country? And for me, you know, I have someone who I do like and I do respect. Are they perfect? Not at all. Is anyone perfect? No. But on the whole, I do like this person and I've liked them for a long time and I have respect for them. But as I say, no, they're not perfect. They've done things that I thought, oh, that's not so good, or I wouldn't have done it like that, or, why have you done that? But compared to the other people, the other leaders, I'm like, yeah, see you later. I just know that I'm going to stick with that person. And it doesn't matter how many people tell me I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. I know that I'm a good person, and I am a very moral person, I'm a good person, I'm a kind person, and for whatever reason I vote a certain way, that's up to me, as in it is up to you who you vote. So that's basically what I'm ranting about, is I just wish we could all be on social media and just respect each other's views. I know that's really impossible and this is never going to happen, because there's always going to be a far left who think this, a far right that think this. Where am I? Kind of somewhere in the middle. That's how I see myself. I agree with some of this, I agree with some of that. I don't agree with all this, I certainly don't agree with all that, but I'm in the middle. I agree with a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And there we go. But it just, you know, it kind of got me thinking, and you know, it's gonna be worse, because obviously the election's coming up soon and people are just gonna get so vicious. I feel like I don't even want to be on Facebook for that kind of, you know, time. And as I say, Twitter is annoying, but I've got kind of more, I've got more friends on Facebook. I've got a lot of followers on Twitter, which is great. Come follow me on Twitter, minxlaw123. But like Facebook is more personal, where I chat with my viewers, like Messenger and stuff like that, and comments and things. So Twitter for me is cool and I love using it, but Facebook is more of a personal interaction thing, I think, you know. So yeah, it's kind of like, do I avoid that? Because I don't want to fall out of people, I don't want to lose friends, I don't want them to think bad of me because of a certain way that I vote or a certain way that I think and have views, because, you know, I do like people and I do respect other people's views, and I just wish other people would think like that and stop going around saying you're a fucking cunt because you don't vote what I vote. It's ridiculous. You know, and I sometimes, like, I get involved with people's, which I shouldn't, I get involved with people's comments. Like, they put these statuses on that make you react. They know when they're doing a status, especially involving, like, politics, you know, that people will react. They do it for that purpose. I've done it myself, I ain't gonna lie to you. There's been a few times in the past where I've put a status and then got everyone like reacting and interacting, because I love finding out about people's views and opinions. I love people debating. I don't love it when people get nasty and bitter towards each other, and I have been known to delete statuses because of that. If I see it's getting nasty, I'm like, you know what, see you later. But I do like knowing people's opinions. But you do know when you put a status involving politics, you're going to have that reaction, okay? And it's just a shame we can't all just debate and get emotional, get passionate, but don't be nasty and attacking to other people and disrespectful. But these people have put these statuses on, right? And I'm stupid. I get involved. because I am opinionated. I've been better this week. I've been avoiding certain people's things because it just winds me up. It really does trigger me. And I see these comments made about, you know, if you support this party, you're a this and you're a that. And I'm just like, no, I'm not. Don't call me a racist because I like a certain party. Or don't call me a this because I like this certain party. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be labelled a certain thing just because you like that party. It's like saying, I like strawberry ice cream better than chocolate. You know, I must be an idiot because I like strawberry ice cream better. We all like different things for different reasons. Get over it, all right? And it's like, yeah, I got involved with this person's status a while ago. Not that long ago, but a while ago. And he was cool. Like, he likes the debate and he knew that he was going to put it on and people were going to be like, you know, exchanging views, until one of his friends got really nasty to me. And, you know, she didn't have any respect for me. She didn't know me at all. And she was like, you're this, you're a snob, you're this, you're this. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm a common Essex girl. Trust me, I ain't no snob. But she made assumptions of me just because of something I'd said and commented. And then I got called all these horrible names. And I was like, why am I even getting involved with it? These ain't even my friends. Like, I don't even know these people. And then they start getting nasty and I have to block them. So I've kind of learnt, basically, to not get involved with other people's statuses. I say that and I'll probably go on Facebook later and see something that'll wind me up. But I don't know. I just believe that we should all have our own opinions and views and not judge other people's for theirs. Like, you know, I could sit with someone who thinks opposite to me with my views and just have a really good debate with them and be like, what about this? And what do you think about this? And that's great. Like, if you can have that one-on-one or group discussion, you know, make it nice and friendly, and all right, it might get a little bit emotional, but just say, look, don't agree with that, you know. And if you felt things are getting a bit fiery, you just leave it. But I will not talk or tolerate, you know, people who are so rude, disrespectful, nasty, judgmental, put you in the same category, don't, like, listen to you. Like, they make one comment, you make one comment, and then they hate you and have you plastered as this, when you know you're not. That's what I'm put up with. So this girl, you know, I was like, look, you're going to have to respect me. I don't agree with you. So if you want to just get rid of me and delete me from your Facebook, that's cool. Like, because I don't want to be called a CUNT just for who I vote. You don't know why I vote, and you don't know about my area that I live in. You don't know what things are happening and why I'm voting a certain way. Yeah, she was like, no, it's, yeah, I respect what you believe in or something, but I just don't agree with you. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. I don't agree with you either. We haven't spoke since. But the thing is, like, it's a shame because she's such a nice girl, but she's a very young girl, and I do, being honest, I do think, you know, these young ones, when they're coming on and saying, I'm not going to talk to you, you're this, and names and stuff like that, it's just immature. People who are young that want to be taken seriously and have respect, that's fine, but don't go around calling people CUNTs just because they don't agree with what you agree with. Duh! So there we go. Who am I going to vote? I'm not going to tell you. I mean, as I say, you can guess. Some people have guessed, and then I'm like, no, not at all. I wouldn't vote them. So the thing is, you know, some of the things I say, they assume because I've said this that I must vote for a certain party. It's not true. Do you know what? If I had my way, I'd vote for the raving monster loony party, because to be fair, they're all probably just as bad as each other. You know, maybe that's the secret. Maybe that's what we need to change the world and make it a better place, as Michael Jackson said. Love you, Michael. You know, just get someone, raving loony party, like complete weirdo, like, yeah, I'm weird, I'm for the raving loony. Let him run the country, or her. It might do a good job. You never know. We've tried everything else. But yeah, I don't like people telling me, I don't know this, I don't know that, you need to read this, because they don't know what I know. I might seem silly and stupid, but trust me, I do research, and I do read history, and I do find out about what happened in the past and what's happening now, what they've done. So I do know my stuff, okay? So there we go. I just wish everyone would get along and all live in peace and harmony, and all just realise that we are all humans, and, you know, we're just, you know, just get along with each other. We all have differences of opinions, but if we all thought the same, it would be a proper boring place though, right? Come on. I mean, it'd be nice, but it would be a little bit boring. I kind of like having the banter with my dad. Like, not so much now, because ever since Corbyn got in control, he was like, yeah, that's it, I'm never voting Labour, because he can't stand the man. But before that, you know, we'd always banter, how could you vote Labour because of that? And he'd be like, how can you vote blah, 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 because of that? But it'd be like a fun, like, banter debate. It wouldn't be like, well, I'm not going to talk to you, Dad. You know, you've been my dad for all these years, but because you disagree with me about politics, see you later. It was just like, oh, haha, wind each other up, you know, and that's it. Why can't it be like that? Why can't we have debates like that? Just having, you know, honest conversation and thoughts and listen to both sides of the story. That's the problem in life. We don't listen enough to other people. We jump down the throats of people without listening to their views, their ideas. Some people are just ridiculous. Like, some of their views are just disgusting, and there are some people out there that I've been reading stuff that they've been saying from certain parties, and I think, really? Do you actually think like that? It's really sad. It's really, it's you know, it's annoying that there are parties out there who promote horrible, horrible things and ways of thinking, and I don't agree with anything like that. As I say, I don't judge people. I'm a nice person. I respect everybody. If you're a nice person, I'll give you respect. But if you're not, I won't, basically. But yeah, I've got hope. I've got hope that the country will be okay. You know, we're coming out of Europe now. We're hopefully, you know, gonna just get all that sorted, move on, get the election done, and just think of life. Like, we're so lucky to be alive and to have our lives and to, you know, do what we do. And we should just be thankful to everything we have, and you know, be there for people and not cause anger and hate. Yeah. So there we go, there's my little random ramble. My hair looks a mess. I plaited it. And actually, now I've put my fingers through it, looks a bit better. I plaited it and it goes all like, wavy. As it's random, having a proper like, and then talking about my hair. But anyway, that's the sort of person I am. I don't take life too seriously, because you know what, life's too short to take things too seriously and to get so angry. And that's to me as well. Sometimes I get proper angry reading Twitter, reading Facebook, reading the news, watching this show, watching that show, and I just sit there afterwards and think, why have I stressed myself out? Why am I getting this angry? Because, like, life's too short. You just got to hope for the best and try and be a positive person, try and do good in life, and yeah, just respect other people. So there we go. Thank you for watching this video. I'm probably going to lose loads of subscribers now, but oh well. There we go. I've spoke my mind, and now I hope I don't. Here's the thing, like, on my other channel, I don't tend, as I say, don't tend to talk about stuff like this, because you know, I'm building up my channel and I don't want it to be like, but on this channel, this is my vlog channel. This is a channel where I can speak my mind, say what I want, and, you know, hopefully people respect me for being honest and saying how I feel about stuff. But there we go. I know I'm a good person, so if people don't think that, then that's their loss. Yeah. Okay, right, thanks for watching. Bye!